In school, I remember when we were now it's called JSS, but when we were in secondary school, we went on excursions. And we were excited. I mean, those of us who were born and bred in Cape Coast, when you hear that you're going to travel to Accra on an excursion, you were excited. And those days, we took the State Transport Corporation, STC buses. That tells you that I'm not young at all, people of God. And to go on excursions. It was a journey. Everybody shout journey. It was a journey. A journey can also be like a family gathering, reunion, or even relocation. When you think that one city is not too good, you begin to relocate. When Ohio opened up, almost every Ghanaian went to Ohio. Another classification of a journey can be a financial journey, or a marital journey, or an educational journey. Most importantly, a spiritual journey. I want to break it down for you to understand that everyone is on. Or somebody's not here tonight. Wherever you are sitting tonight, you are on. Some journeys are pleasant, others are not. Some journeys start with great expectation and great intentions, but it can land very bitter. Some also start in a very bitter mood and state, but at the end, it becomes glorious. And as I was preparing and thinking, because when I came from Ghana, I had a deep conversation with my brother. And only God can, or only him, brother said, or pastor said, can imagine. Can you just imagine how he is thinking? That one day, I will go back home. And I will ride with my wife on the street of maybe Labadi to go to the beach. Or put my children at the back of the car and we will drive to church because daddy is back home. Or throw a feast to welcome daddy because daddy is back home. But alas, I want to say that they may forget. To say what good plans the man has for the family. But it is still a journey. And the journey becomes so difficult because in the chapter that we read, God himself appears to Jacob. I mean, can you just imagine? God comes to Jacob and begins to have a conversation with him. And say that, Jacob, in blessing, I will bless you. My goodness, I believe that Jacob was on the mountain top that, hey, God has appeared to me. And I believe that he burst out praying because God has spoken to him. And God did not even just say that I will bless you, but God goes into details and to remind Jacob what promise he has given. He said that I will bless you like I bless your great, your great grandfather, right? Or your grandfather Abraham. I'm going to bless you because, you know, Abraham was the one who opened the door for you. I will bless you like I blessed him. And I will bless you like I blessed Isaac. And I believe that Jacob was excited because people of God, don't forget that he had just come out from hell. He had just come out from Laban's house. Oh, somebody's not hearing that. He had just come out of 21 years of toil and pain. And God appeared unto him. At times when we are on the mountaintop and all is well, at times we cannot see what is coming. But our first point here is that, Pastor said, I want you to be assured that God is with you. Amen. No matter what anybody will say, no matter what analysis they will make, no matter what blame they will put on you, my brother, I want you to know that God is with you. I thought somebody is preaching with me. I said that God is with you. Bible says that when Joseph was in prison, prison is not a good place. No one should go to prison. I pray over your life. You didn't say amen. You should not go to jail. I tell my children that jail is not part of you. Why should you go to jail? You should not, jail should not be in your vocabulary. You are not. Oh my God, somebody. But the Bible says that Joseph found himself in jail of no fault of his. But the most exciting thing, the Bible said that even when he was in jail, God, or somebody, I thought I had Christians who knew the scripture. He said about God. My brother said, my pastor said, I want you to know that God is with you. Africans, of which I am, I'm a very bold person, plain person, and those of you who have sat under my church know me already. I don't hide saying things, but Africans at times are yo. We say things that if you hear, it will cut through your heart. When somebody is in a state of mourning, it is some comments that people pass. Let me ask you, is that your matter? Is that your matter? My brother, God is with you. The man is in a state of mourning, a state of difficulty, a state of pain, a state that you have not been there before. Instead of you to lift the man up, you begin to pull him down. My brother, God is with you. Amen. God is with you. Amen. Do we understand? No, we don't. But we know that God is with you. Amen. It's good to learn that Ellen was a good woman. Yes. And a good wife. And I have never ever been to any, and I've been to a lot because I preached the last time I was in New Jersey preaching at a funeral of somebody, 50, I think she was also like 54, 56, 54, who was going to work, normal day of going to work, and she passed her car by the roadside, as she usually does, and I think, I don't know what, but I think, the valet people come for it too. So she passed her car and was stepping into the road to cross when a car from nowhere. Over a period of 2 weeks, she suffered and then passed. And they said, Pastor, come and preach. You think it's easy? You think I understand? So I say this to say that people of God, the time has come that our words must be encouraged. That you look at a situation and you say, how can I be helpful to the person going through what he or she is going through? This man of God has served CPIC and I believe the community of Chicago for 17 years. People of God, it's not easy. My brother, today we come to support you. Yeah. God makes no mistake. God makes no mistake. Do we have questions for God? No. Oh, yes, as for me, I have. Yes, I have questions for God. But will I condemn God? No. He's greater. He's wiser. My God is greater. My God is stronger. Lord, you are higher than any other. Awesome in power, our God. Our God. And if our God is for us, who can be against us? Amen. My brother, I want you to be encouraged that God is for you. Amen. Number two, I always give 3 points and I'll be done. Number two, my brother, I want you to understand that events, human events, does not change the plan of God. Amen. The Bible says that, and it kind of breaks my heart. It says that whilst they were yet a little distance from Ephrath, and let me speak my local language, to Ephrath. Just about holding on to that degree, just about clinging on to that degree. And there was a sad story about a young man in Virginia, Virginia. I wanted to call the city, is not coming, but UVA, Richmond, Virginia, who was an engineering student, just a week away from graduating. A Ghanaian.
Yes.
He was shot.
Yes.
People of God, VC, thank you. People of God, I'm talking about just a little away. Just a little away from Ephrath, where Jacob, I believe, was about to celebrate the goodness of God. And say that, God, I have reached now, I have gotten to the point. Just a little away from Ephrath. When the wife was carrying a baby, that was the only baby that would have been born out of the house of Laban. This is this is a miraculous baby. To celebrate, to say that, God, you are good. Events, human events, Trump events, Clinton events, Akufo-Addo events, May UK events. These events don't change.
Amen. That's true.
Pastor said, this event will not change the plan of God for you.
Amen.
Is it hard? Yes. Is it difficult? Yes. Mournful? Yes. But God is still.
Amen.
So, Rachel began to have, the Bible said that, hard labor. Those days, there were no epidural and all those things that the nurses will comfort you with. And come and stand by your bedside and just maybe sing some songs for you and just, or doctors come and, people of God, this is hard. Everybody shout hard labor.
Hard labor.
Oh, I can't hear you, I can't feel you, I can't feel you.
Hard labor.
Hard labor. And she was struggling. She was struggling. And the Bible said that she struggled and then she gave birth. And the baby boy came out. Said, I will call you Benoni. And the dad said that no way. We'll call him Benjamin. But the point I want to make here is that in the Bible says that she died. Wow! If you recall, of all the two wives and the two concubines that Jacob had, the most beloved was Rachel. She was the one that she could work 7 years for, and then Shamatora, go say somebody. And then another. These days men don't do that. And all the men shall say,
Amen.
6 months it's even a hassle. But he worked 7 years and worked another 7 years. And the Bible said that God will close the womb of her and everyone else will begin to have a child and she will not have a child. This lady had gone through a lot. And it got to a point that she was off. She went off, people of God. She went off and she was crying and Jacob will come to her and say that, am I not enough for you? But then Jacob does not understand how a woman feels. He doesn't understand it. She pushed on it. The Bible said that she died. And when she died, as I bring this sermon to an end because we want to pray for the family. People of God, listen. When she died, the whole world of Jacob might have come to a standstill.
Yeah.
She could have said that, you know what? Maybe it's not a good idea to even go forward. Maybe I have to pack my stuff and then maybe go back to Laban. Maybe this place that I am is not a blessing anymore. Maybe I have to change my strategy. Maybe God just spoke to me, but maybe I didn't hear well. As most of the times we all say. Maybe it's about time to quit. Maybe it's about time to say goodbye. Maybe. But then he remembers that events don't change the plan of God. So the Bible says that this man gathers the courage and buries Rachel. Put a closure to that. And then the final point is that he garnered the energy that he had within him. and said that I will move on.
Amen.
So the Bible said that, and Jacob journeyed on. My brother said, I commit to you. God says that I should tell you that the journey must continue.
Amen.
This is not a time to throw in the towel. This is not a time to say that it's over.
No.
This is not a time to give your enemies the opportunity to laugh.
Yes.
You need to prove to them beyond all reasonable that God is with you.
Amen.
The journey
Must continue.
I want to encourage everyone here as well. Maybe you are at a standstill and you don't know your way forward and you are deciding that enough is enough. As we all attempt, and my wife is a witness to so many enoughs that I've said in bed at midnight. I will turn to her and say, Mommy, my bread, Major. And then she will whisper, that God is able. If I'm standing here today, I want to honor my wife as well. Oh, you are not happy, so you are not giving up. Either you are not happy or you are jealous, may God forgive you. But a whisper, my brother, a whisper into your ears, the living word of God. The journey must continue.
Amen.
Don't throw your hands up. Because the Bible says that, and Jacob continued the journey and expanded his tent. As if nothing has happened. My brother, it's difficult. But God will give you the strength. One day at a time. The Lord will be with you.
Amen.
The Lord will sustain you.
Amen.
The Lord will comfort you.
Amen.
The Lord will strengthen you.
Amen.
The Lord will uplift you. The Lord will elevate you. The Lord will say that you are the head and not the tail of somebody. You are above and not beneath. Set. The journey must continue.
Amen.
And as I close, I want to remind us all about the Seth in the Bible. He was a unique child. When man had forsaken God, when the journey of seeking God was over, I'm talking to you, somebody, about the journey must continue. When men had forsaken God, when they said that we will not serve God anymore, when murderer or murdering had become the norm of the day, when everything was in helter-skelter, Adam could not talk to God, Eve could not talk to God, Cain had killed Abel, everything was in shambles. The Bible says that, and Adam and Eve conceived again, and they bore a son, and they called him Seth Dolly. Is this the Bible that I'm preaching?
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, are these my own people? Your amen needs some injection. Your amen needs some IV. It needs some paracetamol. Ebeko yamamo. Nyami de him. Efo yamamo ye chamo yesu de. Ebeko yamamo. God is on your side. God has not forsaken Chicago Assembly. God is with CPIC Chicago Assembly. Oh, I thought it was made some noise unto the Lord. If you are in this assembly, I thought you would stand up upon your feet and give a shout. The Lord is not forsaking you. The Lord is a strong tower. The righteous will run into it, and they will be safe. And so the Bible said that they gave the name Seth to that baby. And men, somebody preach with me. And men began to call upon the name of the Lord.
Amen.
The journey must continue.
Amen.
Pastor said, as I take my seat tonight, remember that God is with you. Remember that events does not change the hand of God. remember that the journey must continue. Do we at times take a pause? Yes. Have you ever traveled, as at times we do, long distance? At times you pull to the side. Rest stop, thank you. I never said gas station because I'm from Africa. You pull and you refuel, right? You pull and you use the restroom, right? Somebody, I said somebody. You pull and you buy some junk food. May the Lord forgive you for eating junk food. Right? You pull aside. But that does not mean that you are turning around and going back. It means that you are refueling. My brother, you may have pulled aside. Do you need some rest? Maybe yes. Do you need some break? Maybe yes. But that doesn't mean that the journey has stopped. No. The journey must continue. So the psalmist will say that Cana Krofefe we are sure of this, that our sister Ellen is with the Lord. Amen. We are sure that we shall see her again. Amen. We are sure that she may be looking down on us and looking at this beautiful gathering and looking at you, sir, and whispering. Because the Bible says that, for we are surrounded with a cloud of witnesses. And as I close my iPad and I'm about to sit down, at times I think about myself. When I am weak and when I say that, God, I can't go on anymore. And God will whisper. Remember Daniel, when he did all that he could. And they said that, yes, still, we'll throw him to the lions. Remember Elijah, who said that, God, I'm left alone and there is no one. God, take my life. I am tired. Remember Jonah, who was confused and mad with God and said that, I told you so, God, that these people, they will repent. Why? Because all these people are sitting in the stands of the stadium of heaven and they are cheering us on and they say that, don't give up. Pastor said, Abraham is saying that, don't give up. I was nearly killed for Sarah, but I moved on. Isaac said that, don't give up. I got Sitna and I got Esek, and the Philistines fought with me, but I moved on and God gave me Rehoboth. Pastor said, Isaac is showing you on. Don't give up. Esther is showing you on. He said that when I was walking into the pavilion and the palace of the king, my heart sank because my life was at stake. I didn't know what to do, but I told myself that Mordecai has told me that maybe you are here in such a time like this. Esther is cheering you. My brother, wipe your tears. Gather yourself. Rise up. Shake it all over. And say that you can make it. Finally, as you said so many thank yous to your wife in your obituary or tribute, I've never heard a husband say so many thank yous. One of the things that you said is that your greatest fan was your wife. And that's what my wife always tells me. But today, I make a commitment to you that if Ellen is not here, Pastor said, you know this, and the whole of Chicago knows. If there is no fan that you have a fan. His name is Bishop Alessaki Ansa. I am your number one fan. I support you. I honor you. I believe in you. I love somebody. I lift you up. I say that good and faithful. All those who are jealous are sitting there. All those who are jealous are sitting there. But I say that Pastor said you have done a good job. I'm about to sit down. Unless you are pregnant in this place, or the doctor has said that you can't stand up. We are honoring the man of God.
Hallelujah.
It's what Africans, we don't know how to do. A sister went somewhere, we sent her, and I'm about to finish, to go and represent our church in the 7 last words in an African American church. She comes back to church and said that my life has changed. We say, well, I said that, Pastor, when everybody stood up, they said that we honor my pastor, and I honor the first lady, and I honor this. Before they say anything, they honor the men and the women of God. in the sanctuary. We Africans, we have no respect for our pastors. You may be angry at me. You don't honor them. At times, I love our Nigerians. When they are greeting, they bow down. People have got some of these little things. God releases blessing. That is why the Nigerians, they have money. God people are going to be laughing, but God looks down upon some little things and blesses his people. And so Pastor said one more time, I stand here before all the congregation and I say that I am your number one. I honor you. I respect you. I say that God will bless you. God will strengthen you. The journey must continue. You will not give up.